Begum Nusrat Bhutto, the mother of former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto?
Begum Nusrat Bhutto was, in many ways, a very fortunate woman, and in many ways, she was a deeply tragic woman. She had the good fortune of becoming the first lady of Pakistan. Her husband, late Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto, became president of Pakistan and then Prime Minister of Pakistan. She had the distinction of being by his side when he hosted the first Islamic summit at Lahore. She also had the distinction of being at his side when the Constitution of Pakistan was adopted in 1973, and it is a constitution that remains with us and is the hallmark and cornerstone of our nationhood. So she was really very fortunate. She was also a working wife. As First Lady, she inspired and motivated many women, including myself. My late father had passed on in 1971, and in 1973 my mother and I invited her for the inaugural of the Abida Hussain Memorial Trust Hospital at Jhang. Begum Nusrat Bhutto came for the inaugural, and she was very proud of the fact that this was a hospital facility established by women, for women, and she spent the entire day with us here at Jhang. She was also very motivated to do good work for enhancing the economic participation of women, and she chaired a committee which launched income-generating programs for women throughout Pakistan under the People's Works program. I had the privilege of being secretary to the committee which she chaired, and as a part of the tasks assigned to me, I met with her frequently, and we launched an exhibition together in the Lahore Fort in 1975 to show the products of clothing that were made by the women of Pakistan. And we did this in the background of a soin lumiere at the Lahore Fort. So Begum Bhutto motivated women. She was a trailblazer, a pioneer, a woman with a big heart and a lot of courage. And when her husband was facing trial in the Lahore High Court, she led an agitation against the authority of the time, late General Ziaul Haq's military government. She came out on the street, she faced baton charge, she was injured, and this galvanized the People's Party and really made it into a party worth its salt. So Begum Bhutto was in many ways not just the heir to party leadership, but she carved a place for herself in the hearts of the party workers, gave them the strength to walk with her. And when her daughter rose to the occasion and assumed leadership of the party, Begum Bhutto stood down for her daughter but stood by her side. So she was elected to the National Assembly of Pakistan in 1988. She was re-elected in 1990. And the last time I saw her in 1997, she was already victim of Alzheimer's. I went up to greet her on the floor of the house, and her daughter was beside her, Bibi Benazir. She said, "Mummy, that's Abida Hussain." And Begum Bhutto looked deep into my eyes and said, "Is that you, Chandi? You know, I don't recognize anyone anymore." And I hugged her and I said, "But Begum Sahib, you have recognized me." And she hugged me back very warmly. That's the last time we met. I honor her memory. She was a great woman. She was a strong woman. She was a kind woman. And she was a great mother. She motivated her children to achieve excellence. She was fortunate that 3 out of her 4 children became graduates of Harvard University. She was also a very devoted grandmother. And I know that Bilawal Bhutto Zardari will honor her memory, cherish it. And my heart goes out to Sanam Bhutto, her only surviving child. Sanam lost her dad when she was 13 years old. And I know that Sanam will feel all that more bereft today in losing her mother. Her sister gone, her brother's gone. We all share her grief and her solitude, and we will always share
Right,
Sanam
right.
her memory.
Begum Abida Hussain, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on